Hi Floppycatters! This is a video that's been a long time coming. It is about ragdoll breeder website scams and also other current ragdoll breeder scams online that include Facebook, Instagram, and more. I'm going to walk you through some sites today as well as point out some examples, so if you are looking to adopt a ragdoll kitten or a ragdoll cat, that you won't succumb to these scams. And also please know that you're always welcome to email me, which is info@floppycats.com, and ask me about a website or a Facebook page or an Instagram, or you can send me screenshots of a conversation that you've had if you're unsure if it's a scam or not. It's really important to me that these scams be shut down, but the problem is that they're located in outside of the United States and in countries where they can't be prosecuted. So the only way to really stop them is to bring awareness to them entirely. So I have included a list of websites that that readers have sent to me, and a lot of these website pages don't even work anymore because what's happened is that, somebody pays via Zelle or some other payment method, and then they get shut down because Zelle ends up shutting them off. So that's just a start. So let's start off by visiting some of these websites so I can point out some of the obvious things. The first thing is most of them have ragdoll kittens for sale, or some sort of other long-term keyword that someone's going to search for. They also have a very similar looking website. See how they're all the same, that they've got this at the top, a big beautiful photo of a ragdoll cat that they stole from someone else's website or stole from Instagram or Facebook or something like that. They also highlight available kittens every time. That is the big call to action. So what happens with these is that they basically copy the same website and then they just recreate it with a different name. They might copy testimonials from a different page. And if you're looking for a Maine Coon or a British Shorthair or anything, they're doing that to those breeds as well. They're doing that for kittens and puppies and all of it. So it's not limited to ragdolls. And so what they do is they'll find a legitimate ragdoll breeder. Sometimes they'll find like a legitimate Maine Coon breeder and then copy and paste from that person's website. And then they'll do a search and replace for specific colors, for example. So it all looks legit, but if you really read it, it's not very legitimate. If you just scroll through it visually, one of the ways that you can find or detect this is that the background images are not the same. You can tell that these were pulled from different websites, different Instagrams, because they're not the same. And also, usually like a litter of kittens will pretty much look similarly as far as their overall look. Like they might have different colors and patterns, but this little kitten is very fluffy and has a more ragdoll-shaped ears. This one has longer ears. This one has super long ears, like a Maine Coon. So it's very obvious to me that these three cats are were not born at the same time, that they're all pulled from somewhere else. So let's go to the About Us page. One of the telltale signs of many scams is improper English grammar. And the reason why this is improper here is because they've used that search and replace. So let's say that this used to say Maine Coon breed or Siamese breed, and they copied this from another website. So when they replaced Siamese with ragdoll kittens, then all of a sudden it doesn't work. So it has been 7 years now that we have been breeding the ragdoll kittens breed. That doesn't make any grammatical sense. Let's see if this one down here. We will always be available to help with anyone who got their pups Oh, so this one was actually stolen from a dog breeder's website. Got their pups from us or people who already own Ragdoll Kittens and just need more info on them. So again, you might skim this and not catch these little things like their pups. Kittens for sale. No legitimate, healthy, reputable breeder is going to sell their cats for $500. To give you perspective, my cat Rags, who was purchased in 1989, was purchased for $350. My cats, Charlie and Trig, that were purchased in 2009 were $850. So basically from 1989 to 2009, the price went up, $500. And sometime in that time, maybe Ragdoll Kittens were $500 from legitimate, reputable breeders, but they no longer are. So this right here, anything below $1,200, in my opinion, is a warning sign, and anything below $1,000 is a huge warning sign. All right, so now we've got those kittens from the other page that I already told you about that don't look a thing like one another. So it doesn't look like they were born together. A legitimate breeder is not going to have a buy me button. That's honestly a little bit repulsive to me. Like adding something to your shopping cart. This isn't something that's manufactured in a lab or, on an assembly line. This is a life. And a legitimate breeder is going to be vetting the people that they're selling their cats to. And see, like this right here, this is somebody's cute photo from Instagram. Same thing, cute photo from Instagram or something like that. Like this is not the breeder's photo. All right. The adoption process page, you could read through these. There's lots of more grammar errors here. Here's another example of the cut and paste or the find and replace feature that you can use. Will ensure your kitten has everything necessary to make the flight. So here, kitten is randomly capitalized within the sentence. Kitten is not a proper noun, so there's no reason for it to be capitalized except for the find and replace option. And that's, again, here, kitten's price. Most breeders do not like to ship their cats, but the ones that will do that, it's not going to be $150. It's going to be a lot more than that. And they're going to need to know, where you live, the airport. I doubt that strongly that this is a set fee. Now, if you go to shipping, they've added all these Q&As so that it looks like it could really be legitimate, but it's not. And what I've also found from people that have contacted me is once these scammers have gotten you to pay a deposit or pay the full price, then they have the quote unquote shipping company reach out to you and hit you up for some more cash. And you're never going to, basically, you've been completely scammed. You're not going to get the kitten. There is no shipping cost. There is actually no kitten. These people don't have kittens. They're sitting on their computers on the other side of the world doing this to people. Go to the contact us. If you have any question, fill the form and send message. Not proper English there. Now, on the customer's review. So again, English is lacking there. There's no possessive form here, which it should be. Customers' reviews nobody reviews. You leave a testimonial when it's a breeder situation. This isn't, about a vacuum you bought last week. Here's proof that they stole this from a legitimate breeder's website. We purchased and brought home a kitten, Max, after his owner, our good friend, passed away. Max was lonely and I can't even read this. Anyway, you'll see it ends with, "Today Max is a happy puppy with Daniela as his best friend." So it's obviously stolen from a breeder's or a dog breeder's website. Health guarantee. This is to make you think that you're on a legitimate breeder's website, because websites like mine offer advice that if you are looking to adopt a ragdoll kitten and you find a legitimate breeder, all legitimate breeders are going to offer a health guarantee of some way or another. So this is another way that they put this facade on that looks like they are a legitimate breeder when they are not. Now, these other websites are going to have something very similar. Now, one of the big things to point out is this cute ragdoll kitten's home. A lot of these scammers have home at the end, which is very awkward and weird. A native English speaker isn't going to do that. I mean, think about it. My name is Jenny Dean. If I started a cattery, it's probably going to be like Dean's Ragdolls or Floppycats Ragdolls or something like that. It's not going to be like Dean Ragdoll Kitten's home. That's just crazy. Now on this one, they've got fast shipping and delivery, our mission, perfect home companion. This is disgusting to me. Again, these aren't made in the factory. They aren't a product that you're going to buy on Amazon. This is life. You don't have fast shipping and delivering with life. Again, you have all these problems with the photos not having a similar background, really cheap prices on their kittens, because, you know, you think you're getting a great deal on this cute little cat, but they're just getting $500 from you, which is a great deal for them for creating this website alone. Here's another one. Lucy apparently is 10 weeks old, and Lucy's a lot older than that. A 10-week-old kitten doesn't look like that. Nor does a 10-week-old kitten look like this. I guarantee you these are like Instagram photos or something like that. I've mentioned the find and replace option that you can do like on websites or Microsoft Word, and here's an example. They've taken out the legitimate breeder's cattery name or dog breeder's name here and replaced it with cute ragdoll kitten's home. And the reason that you can see that is because of this little space right here. If they had actually typed these or copied and pasted them, they would have looked through the grammar before that they did that. And here's another little space there. This could be a template website, but even if it's not, my recommendation, and I never recommend anything, but this one I will recommend, is to always pay with Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, somehow that you can get your money back, that you can call Visa afterwards if, you know, you get scammed, and I hope you do not. You can call Visa and say, this was a scam. I, have now found that out. I never got the kitten or whatever. You have an opportunity to get your money back on that, as far as I know. Whereas if you pay with Zelle or something that's taking cash out of your bank account, you will not get that money back. Really quick, let's hit up this last one. Certified Ragdoll Kitten Home. Like, what does that even mean? And then this one. They truly are our canine children. Ragdolls are felines, not canines. Furthermore, on this one, Henry C. Head. I don't know what that means other than maybe that translates in some other language from owner. I'm not sure what they mean by head. Then if you scroll down further, there's Stephen F., who's the developer. But then if you head to their About Us page, my name is Richard Jinker, RJ, and my wife's name is Bernardard Jinker. I'm not really sure. It doesn't matter because it's all totally made up anyway. They will talk about that later on. Oh, right here. So Richard Jinkers is the head on this page. Same website. Same website. Let's go back. Henry C's the head. Oh, wait, no, it's Richard Jinkers. Now, this website, they did go the extra mile, where they've used the names that they said were about us. This one is really misspelled. But then you go down here and you say, thank you, amazing cute ragdoll kittens. Amazing cute ragdoll kittens. Oh, whoops, they forgot to do the find and replace for certified ragdoll kitten home there. So do you see, oh, and here's amazingly cute, healthy ragdoll kitten. This is also from another, one of these billions of sites that they create. Because they get taken down so quickly, they have to create so many of them to keep up with the scams. So in review, when you find a website, and usually what will happen is they have Google ads that are running or ads that are running on Facebook, and you click through because you've done a search for ragdoll kittens, and that's how you find them. So warning signs to look for: cheap kittens, anything that says, % off today, or anything that's less than $1,000, even like less than $1,500, honestly, is a red flag to me, except in some areas of the country where the cost of living is less. Misspellings I mentioned, poor English I mentioned, discrepancies in what is on the website versus what the breeder says. So that has come up a couple times where a reader has told me that they reached out to someone, what was on their website contradicted what the breeder had said within the email itself, or the scam breeder, not the breeder, but the scam breeder. A legitimate, reputable breeder cares about their business. They're not going to be saying two different things, one on their website, one in emails. It's all going to be consistent. A shopping cart, I told you about that. Always trust your gut. When it feels wrong, it usually is wrong. I can't tell you how many people have been like, I knew that it was wrong. I just knew that it was wrong. This happens sometimes that the addresses don't match. There might be an address on the website that they just pulled randomly off of Google that doesn't match another website that they've done. Payment, I've talked about this with the Zelle and the credit cards and stuff. Make sure that you've got that buyer's protection on your side by using a credit card. And you might just check with your credit card company too, because I don't know if it's always covered or not. Freight company, I mentioned that with the shipping. As you can see, as you can read here, there was a reader whose mom got scammed out of $3,000 in total, $1,000 for the kitten, $2,000 for the shipping. Any additional fees? Most legitimate breeders are upfront with all fees, and this is where I told you they just start tacking on the fees. Once they get $500 out of you, or any, like a deposit or anything, then they start hitting you up really quickly so that they can, get as much out of you as they can. I mentioned this when content is copied from elsewhere, another Maine Coon breeder's website or a dog breeder's website or whatever. The odd cattery names like Healthy Ragdoll Breeders, or, not the for sale, but this one, Cute Ragdoll Kittens Home. No breeder's going to have a .org site. Kittens being too young. A legitimate, reputable breeder doesn't let their cats go home before 12 weeks. And then if you find this breeder, the scam breeder, in an ad, most reputable breeders don't put ads online, Craigslist, Facebook. They just don't need to, because they have a running wait list. Now, moving on to Facebook, here's an example of someone using a photo of me with 4 kittens when I visited a local ragdoll breeder here. My sister took this photo. So they've stolen this photo from my website, made it look, legitimate, and they've created a page or a group on Facebook. And it's very difficult to get this stuff removed. I've definitely tried. Here's an example of an ad. This says my location in Los Angeles. This is actually from a breeder in Massachusetts, this picture. So they stole the picture off of the breeder in Massachusetts website and then used it there. Somebody pointed this one out to me. They've stolen a photo of a sonogram and used it on several different websites. So Jessica Quality Ragdolls, again, weirdo cattery names, San Diego Home of Kittens, weirdo cattery names. This reader actually pointed out that the date on the sonogram or the ultrasound, I don't know which one it is, didn't coincide with the date that it was posted. So let's say that the sonogram says September, but this was posted in April. I think a cat's gestation is 2 months. You can check me. You might want to check that to see if I'm right. But in other words, it wouldn't be months and months apart, and it wouldn't be like going backwards. Here's a conversation that someone had. And this gal's pretending to be, again, this picture of me with the kittens, Michelle Truffett. My name is Jenny Dean, not Michelle Truffett. And then they walk through all of this. Where are you located? Are the kittens you're holding a recent litter? And this is a reader that just decided to mess with this person to get as much information as she could to help out this page on my website. And I'm going to link to this page in the description of this video so you can go check it out and see. Let's see. And then you can read through all of these as well. Here was an example of a scam website that used the picture of me with Charlie and Trig that you can find up here on my site. They just went ahead and took that from my website and put it on theirs. You can also throw in some of the, copy from their website. Like you could just copy this and plug it into Google like I've done here. And then you'll see that the legitimate cattery or the legitimate dog breeder might show up above. And then you just have the scammer website below. So that's an easy way to figure out if someone's a scam. Again, just proof showing that they can copy anything. It's absolutely insane. This is a picture of me with my cat Charlie, and it's saying that that my name is Marie, and that I live in Cleveland. This is the worst one yet that I have seen. This is Apple Dolls is a real breeder in Korea. But this person made a Facebook page that still exists. I can't tell you how many people have tried to shut this thing down. They pretend that they're in Denver. That's 720 is Denver. They steal the videos from the Korean guy's Facebook page and post them here so that it looks totally legitimate. And it's not. So, I mean, this really looks legitimate because they've stolen them from the Korean breeder's website. And this one even threw me for a loop. Like, I had to reach out to a breeder and be like, have you ever heard of these people? And she was the one that said it's a legitimate, real breeder in Korea. But they are using all of their photos. So there's 2 Facebook pages for this one. This one and that one so far. I'm sure there's more. So then what happens? So see, here it's 720 and here it's 831. So just Google the heck out of the name of the cattery that you find. This is why all these people that are angry are people that know that this is a scam, and they've now turned off the comments. Well, at least they have for me. It looks like I can't leave a comment. Yeah, I can't leave a comment. And Paige responded privately is another example. Oh, man. It's one of those things with social media that is very dangerous. People can get really, really fooled. It's just a shame. All right, guys. I think that wraps it up for Ragdoll breeders scam sites. I keep a running list of the ones that have been turned into me. A lot of these don't even work anymore, but here's that home thing over and over and over again. And if these scammers watch this video, they're going to have an opportunity to think of more clever ways to get around this and scam people out of money and get people excited about getting a kitten that they'll never get. So always just run it by me. I have ways to check with legitimate breeders too, if a person is an actual breeder or not. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Please share in the comments below if you've unfortunately been scammed and, you know, what warning signs that there were for you. And if you find a Ragdoll Kitten scam online, feel free to reach out to me so that I can replace or add them to this ongoing list that we have. We'll see you next time.